Hello everyone and welcome back to Cronus Plays Final Fantasy for the After Years. Today, we have Rydia in our party. I pretty much gave her all of Palm's equipment except for the Cat-Hood Airs. Figured give her a little bit more speed and that might come in handy in the near future. Now she is 9 levels lower than, Porum and Ursula, but that shouldn't be too bad. She's missing out on a lot of the black magics that we've been using with Palm. But she does have her summons, so that's really good too. Not to mention she already has a maxed out lightning brain buster with Luca that we got from her tail. Now we have Rydia in the party for mostly story reasons. As you can probably guess why. Your Majesty, oh thank heavens you're safe. Your Majesty? Alright, it is boss time against Ashura. Now, I made it a waning moon. My queen, please stop this. To help with attacks. First thing first, though, I want to get Spider Silk up and cast Reflect with... you don't know Reflect, do you? You do know Reflect. Put that on Ashura. That will stop her from healing herself. And let's see how much Lightning Brain Buster does. She will counter all of her attacks with a physical attack. So pretty much don't attack or do anything to her unless you plan on doing a lot of damage. And the amount of health she has is close to 60,000. Nothing too amazing. A few bans here and there should do it. She has no weaknesses. Okay. I put Spider Silk on her mostly because she will cast a lot of spells, and if you don't have Reflect, that helps to negate it. But you don't need to if you put Reflect on her. I actually think we are good to go with, like, auto battle now. Yeah, probably. Hopefully Porum gets another Kiraga off before Luca dies. It's kind of risky. I probably should have healed Luca before. But one more... Yeah, there's no... We already won. It's not that hard. And we brought Rydia in the party because if we don't, we end up just killing Ashura instead of gaining her back. You know, slight spoilers, but that's why you want Rydia in the party. And that's usually why people always bring her through the final dungeons. She's super strong, she's relevant to the story, and she's just lovable. I mean, look at that weird-ass outfit she's wearing. But yes, we've already beaten Ashura. Took a lot less time than that Lunar Dragon, who I called a Lunar Whale a few times. A lot of experience. I don't have the level bands on, mostly because I wanted the other protections as well. Your Majesty. Rydia. Oh, thank goodness you recognize me. I'm sorry, Rydia. Thanks to your strength of your will, I finally managed to escape the clutches of that evil girl. I'm so happy to see you again. I apologize, Rydia. The way I chased you out of the Feymarch... No, don't blame yourself. You were only trying to do what was best for me. I understand that now. I mean, really, I'm like 20 years old. I should really be old for this by now. Oh, Rydia. I've wanted for so long to see you again. Your Majesty. From now on, I shall always be together with you. Creepy! Feel free to call upon me whenever you please. Yes, my queen. And we get Ashura back. Kind of useless summon, but, I mean, in a clutch if you really need to. And like all the other bosses we've been fighting, she drops a treasure chest. With the Minerva Bustier. It's like a bra. Don't worry about it. Or actually, it's like kind of like lingerie. It's a little weaker than the Brave suit, not the Paralysis suit. It's a little different, but it's a lot better for Luca. So I'm going to put that on her. She doesn't need her intellect or spirit. Her magic, defense, and evasion is already so low that it doesn't really do much to even have a stat like that for her. And I slightly ran out of breath saying that sentence. God! Someone who works out on a regular basis, I am out of shape. Oh god, Rydia gained a level. I broke the plan, guys. Nah, she's level 40, not too bad. And a dry ether, not too bad either. Now all the houses here are locked. Well, they're not really locked. Okay, they're locked. There's some that you can go into, just have nothing inside, but there are treasures laying around, like a silver hourglass. Okay, maybe you can't go in any of the houses. Swore I remember you being able to go into some. Well, I know you can go into one. A lunar curtain that we probably won't use. A lot of repeat encounters, a lot more than I thought there was going to be. Could have sworn we should have been running into some newer enemies by now. You can't even read these anymore, huh? Looks like when you're on the moon, you can't even just read a nice book every once in a while. Hello, Chamber of the Edolan King. I almost called you Eblon King. My lord, what are you doing here? It's his throne room, Rydia. My lord. I have no eyes. Alright, now it's time to go up against Leviathan. Pretty much same tactics as before. Please, my lord. Wake up. Spider Silk, then ban the crap out of him. Also, watch out for Tidal Wave, because that will hurt a little bit. Probably should have healed up before the battle, you're right. But he is weak to lightning, so Lightning Brainbuster. Won't go over the limit cap, so that's kind of shit, but... Alright, that wasn't too bad. Spider Silk should cause him not to attack us again. I do want to get to Porum's turn, though, and do a full group Kiraga. Now, if we had Palm with us, we could definitely do a a makeshift cannon and just wreck his ass like we've done all the other people that we use makeshift cannons on. But this fight is actually... Oh, you want... Right, Rydia is actually faster than Luca. I should have her do... Oh, okay, and Ursula. That's what I get for putting it on auto battle so soon. What, you can't have an episode without fucking it up once, right? There we go. Now we're all good to go. Don't worry too much about Porum's MP. She has enough. Like, oh, there we go. My king. Have they stolen your soul as well as your body? Don't you understand me? It is I, Ashura, and here is Rydia, the daughter you hold so dear. Please, your highness, you must remember. Stop, please stop. And Ashura heals us a little bit. Now, the opposite is true if we came to Leviathan first. If we beat the Leviathan first, he'll show up during her combat. At least that happens in the 2D version. Not really sure about the 3D version. It's always kind of been, you go Ashura first and then Leviathan. It's like, I guess just because it's closer and more obvious. And that's kind of how you do it in the original Final Fantasy IV. Rydia. And he melts. I'm so glad he's dead. Nah, we get him back. Again, because we have Rydia. A lot more experience this time around. Another level for Rydia, and she gained 2 intellect and her first level 3 spell. Kind of useless because we're not going to be using her much more in the future. My lord. Have you seen my eyes? That little bitch took 'em. Rydia. Oh, my sweet, cherished Rydia. That's... Dude. Lay off a bit. You're back. Please forgive me, Rydia. So many Adolans forced into agony because I lacked the power to help them. It doesn't matter now, my lord. Not now that you have returned. I stand corrected. We actually will be using Rydia a little bit in the future. I couldn't have done it without you, without my family, both you, Rydia, and my beloved Ashura. Thank you, my lord. We cannot leave our world victim to their whims a moment longer. What? Okay. From now on, my power shall be you, with you forevermore. And we got Leviathan back. He's actually pretty good. It's just a, massive damage spread throughout the group. Who doesn't like that? It's a fair cost, too. I think it was like 60... I want to say 60 MP. Could be wrong on that, though. But now that we defeated the Leviathan, we can actually go further into the dungeon. We get a Mystic Whip. I think... I'm trying to think if anyone else can equip this but Rydia. I don't think so. Maybe Lenora. We're just going to equip it on Rydia. We'll just keep that on her for now. It does intellect boost as well. I'm going to go back to the save point, heal up, and change party members. Alright, we got Palm back in our party. He has his equipment back on. Actually gave him the cat ear hood to increase his speed a little bit. It's only by 5, but it's still better than what he had before. Though the Hypno Crown is generally a lot better. Actually, did I even give him... I think I actually kept the Hypno Crown. Oh yeah, I did keep the Hypno Crown on him. He doesn't need the speed. Well, okay, he needs the speed, just... I kind of like all the other protections the Hypno Crowns give him instead of the cat ear hoods. We are not running into that many new enemies. There should be a new batch of enemies here. Well, I know there's some coming up that are going to be kind of a meh to deal with, but we've just been running into like the same group of enemies. It's those floating eye dudes and the evil spirits. I forget the name. I think they are just literally called evil spirits. Dry ether. Excuse me, I also meant like those little weird sorcerer dudes that Ursula just one-shots with a backhand. She is so good. I mean, Yang's really good too, but Ursula's just really, really good. We get Loki's lute there. Not flute. That's a completely different weapon. We also really need to heal up. I'll use magic. We'll be coming across another save point of such in a little bit. There we go. Normally I would use Cure, but who needs MP? Other than the mages. And all the other fighters because of bans. Treasure over here. We get the pickup first before heading the other way. Spider Silk. Always gotta be the floating eyes. I mean, I can't really complain. They give alright experience and they aren't that hard. They're just constantly showing up. Hermes Sandals, again, a good item. Probably not gonna be using it too much in the future, especially since we have dual cast on Porum. And, well, Theodore, who also has haste, so it's kinda not really worth it. Gigant Axe. Or Gigant Axe. It is a two-handed weapon, which means we'll have to get rid of the shield. I don't want to, but it's so much better than everything else she has that I'm gonna pretty much just have this going forward. She has the reduced resistances to elements, and she has this just dope-ass axe that has good accuracy, increases her strength, and does massive amounts of damage. So that is going to be her weapon for a decent amount of time. There is a chest over here. Don't have that marked down. Anyways, yeah, I don't really like the fact that their weapon pools are kind of limited like that. And by theirs, I mean Lucas, Sid, Gecko. I think that's it for just the pure fighter classes or characters, because they're not really classes, though they are. I guess you can. Their classes are very similar, and there's not much variance between the two. Though they all three of them have unique abilities. There's nothing Over there. Nope. Alright. Any new enemies to show their face? No? Of course not. Another light curtain. That's gonna come in handy. Luna curtain. Again, something that will probably come in handy in the future. Probably not for a while, though. Though we are coming towards the end of this series. It's new enemies! Alright, we got the Moon Maiden and the Dark Sage. Dark Sage is going to kind of cast powerful spells on us. We actually fought the Dark Sage before. I don't have to use Big Throw. Why not? Oh, there goes Porum. Oh, Palm, excuse me. Well, I can show you dual cast now. Like this, and we want to do Rise. Rise. And let's do a party-wide Kiraga. And then attack. So what this will do now is we'll revive Palm, and then instantly Kiraga happens. So now he won't instantly die next time. I was going to have him use Quake, and that's still a possibility. Though I'm probably just going to kill this Dark Sage before she has a chance to attack. Good job, Palm. $23,000 experience points. That is titillating beyond belief. Let's heal up, shall we? Sure, we'll use Palm, or Porum, excuse me. You know, Ursula, your health is actually... I know I didn't completely cure Luca, but Ursula's health is... Porum learned Holy. Holy shit. Go Porum, it's your birthday. Yeah, we're going to be running to some strong enemies here. So, we need to be somewhat careful. Black Garb, I think, is an edge item, but, yeah. Yep, alright. We can't even use that. We'll give that to Edge maybe later, or we'll throw it away in front of his face. Because we're kind of assholes like that. This is the last treasure on the floor, and it's a cottage. Dark Sages are kind of assholes when it comes to that whole, osmosis thing now, aren't they? Nothing up there. One more floor to go before we reach the next save point. There's nothing down here. Actually, now that I think about it, there might not actually be any treasure on this floor. Oh, you know what? I think there's one right before the exit. There might not be any encounters on this floor either. I lied. Apparently Moon Maidens are immune to Quake. It seems random. I mean, there is no treasure. I lied. Alright. Oh, ribbon. Am I gonna give that ribbon to anyone? Oh, actually, no. We want charcoal bands, and then we want to do... Nah, that takes away too much. I'll probably give the ribbon to, like, Palm sometime in the future. I don't know. Ribbons are good. There are a lot of other better equipment. Save point. There's no cutscene here. But if you need to, use a tent, go right ahead. Who are you? It can't be. Are you kidding me? I feel an intense darkness ahead. Huh? Cecil? There are two Cecils? This man, I think I've seen him before. This powerful force, it's too intense. This is my true self. I have no use for these bodies, these shells. I am the true Cecil. Father, our strengths combined are still not enough. We just didn't have what it takes. Our power was nothing compared to his. We didn't have a chance. This darkness, it's too much to overcome. And they all died. Returning to just before the battle, check your party composition and try again. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press the like button below. If you're not subscribed yet, why don't you head over to my video section, check out some of my other content, and see if it's to your liking. Next time, we go face to face with the Dark Knight once again, but do we stand a chance? Find out then. Have a nice day, everyone.